friends come and visit our studio. Catch them all in MuseTalks.
Hi guys, welcome to a fresh new season of MuseTalks where we delve into conversations, stories and ideas from fascinating individuals. We're your special hosts today, Zizi.
And I'm Charlie. And in this new season, we plan to amplify these voices of Gen Z individuals in the media industry.
Yes, so for this pilot episode, we'll have a get to know you session with 3 Gen Zs of Muse, like their familiar faces from Muse Talks. So without further ado, let's say hi to the guests who are here with us today. Woo!
Yay! Hi, Gen Zs.
Welcome to Muse Set. Yeah, so starting off with our first guest, she is a content creating machine, as well as one of the resident Gen Zs in Muse. She is Hiqmah.
Hi! Trust me, my voice is not like this. I don't know what happened, but we'll go through it.
Yeah. Next up, we have our assistant producer and also a plushie lover of Muse. She's just like me. Anyways, welcome, Wana.
Yay! Hi everyone, Wana here. So last but not least, we have Afiq, who is the music composer of Muse, a gamer and a really chill guy. Let's welcome him. Woo!
Hi.
Chill.
Yeah, to explain why we're here today, because suddenly got new faces, instead of the usual hosts. We have been entrusted by Muse to write and produce a brand new series for Muse Talks. And we decided that since we're all Gen Zs, what if we make the focus of this season just talking about Gen Z stuff, stories and ideas and what for.
So now we are moving on to the question segment, and since we're quite new to Muse, right? For this episode, we just want to learn more about, what is it like being a Gen Z in the media industry and stuff like that. So for our first question, could you guys share with us more about yourself? Where do you study last time, and what are your roles and responsibilities while you're in Muse?
So in the beginning, I was doing a lot of montage kind of stuff, and then it slowly evolved into me using my stream as a way to find content about try my best to make content out of it lah.
You like gaming also?
I'm a gaming guy. I like to move my mouse very fast. That's on my bio. Yeah. So then after that, it started to move on. I went towards making assets for streaming lah. So things like overlays and all that kind of stuff. When people subscribe or get bits or whatever, there's an overlay. So I did that for a while, and I tried to make it, tried to make a business out of it. But then I got sick and tired of it. Then after that, I went around, tried to look for a video editing kind of thing. Then I landed in here lah. Yeah.
You want to move on to Wana?
Okay, so actually my experience before media is started from when I was in ITE, High Tech. I was in a CCA called the A Cappella Group. And then after that, I was the marketing team for that group. So I had to do a lot of designs.
Yep.
I had to record videos and edit our CCAs and all that. So I think that's where I built my interest in media. So from marketing head, after ITE, then I was like, oh, okay, I found a similar course in LaSalle. So that's when I entered LaSalle broadcast media. Broadcast media. Yeah, so I spent 3 years in LaSalle doing media things, and then that's how I end up here in Muse doing assistant producer things.
You also have band, right? Band. Yes. So you recently performed in Esplanade, that area.
Wow, good research,
I
huh?
have been stalking.
FBI.
Amazing.
FBI.
No wonder.
I even watched the videos. I'm like, wow,
Oh my god.
why are you guys not on Spotify?
Soon. Yes.
Soon?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys will be producing your own.
Our own musics, yeah.
Cause I see you all do covers or that.
Oh, now I'm shy.
What? You want to sing for us?
No thanks.
What kind of genre does your band?
Actually, we are trying to do something that is not very typical in Singapore because most a cappella groups in Singapore will do pops and normal genres that people listen to. So we try to go in depth into more I think traditional kind of music, Javanese kind and all that. Yeah. So we actually did one Javanese song. Yeah. So that one also is like we find it as a like collaboration with more media things also. So that's when I think I like doing what I'm doing. If I make sense.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Lastly,
What about you?
I was from NITEC. I was in ITE and it's called Digital Audio Video Production. So I actually went into a course that I really wanted because media is just a childhood dream of mine. So I really wanted to pursue that since I was a kid. And funny fact is that I wanted to go Ngee Ann Poly film that sound video. FSV, yes, correct. But my aggregate couldn't make it. So I went to ITE, but I still pursue my dream in that. And then after that, I go to LaSalle, classmate, schoolmate, same course, broadcast media.
You guys have
Yeah.
a history.
And then I ended up in Muse with this girl as a content creator.
Who's the one who came here first?
Oh, you should tell them the funny Grab story.
Who's the one who's,
Funny thing, because I was in Grab, I was on the way home.
Grab,
And then this person was like, so what course are you taking? And I said, I'm in broadcast media. And I'm like, do you know Muse Private Limited? I'm like, no, I don't know. And then he gave me the contact. Be like, please contact Shah. She's the boss. I'm like, okay, sure. I'll contact her after my graduation. But
1 year later.
yes,
Which is 1 year later.
ended up in Muse.
And one fact, we thought Shah was a guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we
I
thought Shah was a guy.
Mr. Shah.
We misspelled the
Mr.
name.
Shah.
So the moment when we both just applied, cause like mass apply
same
after
time.
graduation, right? Then suddenly when we saw Shah, we're like, oh, it's a girl. It's a woman. I mean, Shah is a woman. Yeah. Wow.
I'm surprised you kept that contact for 1 whole year. 1 whole year, I
know,
forget.
Yeah, I was like, like WhatsApp, you can
yeah.
text yourself. So I was like, okay, Shah, okay, private,
like,
Muse
what
Private
if
Limited.
she changed number or
Back then,
something?
it was in Vision Exchange at Jurong.
Oh.
Yeah. Then they moved here, and I'm like, oh, okay, they moved here.
So see, everyone's saying about what they do now. Yeah. So I joined in as a video editor. I forgot to explain further.
Yeah, how?
Yeah, I joined as a video editor. Then because I made all those like
Montages.
edit, montage, and then I got music projects because it's related lah. So I got music project passed on to me. Then now I'm doing a lot of music composition lah. So from video editor go to music composer. Just
Which one do you prefer?
music.
Music guy.
Because before I made videos, I actually made music as well. I think I made music first. And after I moved on to then I made YouTube videos with my friends, Fun TV. Yeah.
I mean, you already say how y'all found out about Muse, right? The Grab story. Then y'all thought Shah was a guy. And then
Sorry,
how
Shah.
do you find Muse?
Yeah.
How did I find Muse?
Oh.
How do you find out about the
So I had a friend who actually just left the company. Yeah, so he was an editor and he was also a camera operator and a lot of stuff. Like he did a lot of stuff for these 2 cameras, so actually ideas from himself. Then that's how I got in lah. Yeah.
Yeah, but what kind of music do you usually compose?
Right
we want
now
to
I'm
know.
just composing whatever the client needs. I don't have a specific one, but I do kind of want to do more J-pop-ish, kind of like a very not complex lah, but like fun stuff.
So how is it like working as like a Gen Z in like a more millennial / like Gen X dominated industry? Because like now still got a lot of millennials in the industry and stuff. Like how is it like? Like do y'all get a lot of misunderstandings or like do you
Communication
understand
issues.
Yeah, like their lingo. Like do you understand that kind of stuff?
For me, when I started working, I was freelancing in the lifestyle industry before I came to Muse lah. So we do often have to talk to people who are like way above, like old people who don't want to do their way. Yeah, but then I'm blessed. Those are just clients that I just talk to. But the people that I work with are pretty understanding. When I was an intern, like they taught me a lot, and we hung out after work, or like all that kind of stuff. So they were also trying to understand. We were trying to understand them. So the company that I went in, Urbanex, they had like good people, the good full timers that I work with there. So they were very welcoming, and we tried to learn from each other.
I would say I'm Millie or Millennial Z.
Like a
Yes, because
Both of it.
like the Gen Z itself, I think, especially the newer Gen Zs, I feel like it's very different actually. Because of the Gen Z is alpha, right? I think.
Yeah.
The skibidi era.
Yeah. Don't even get started about alpha. But Gen Z, the newest, younger Gen Z is very, very different. Like you can see, like some work ethics is quite different and all that. So for Muse, we are very lucky because we have people like Shah, Salihin, Kas, and Kakak Kiri, who is not a Gen Z. And I think Ame also, I don't think he's a Gen Z, who is like right behind the camera right now.
He's shaking his head.
He can be a Gen Z
Yeah, he can be a
secretly.
Gen
It's an
Z
honorary Gen Z.
behind walls.
Yes.
You never know. So
He secretly says skibidi toilet.
Yes.
his slangs, you'll never know, you know? Like learning with people that is older than us, there's always a good in that. But of course, sometimes you need to meet on a certain line where you mix both old and new, so that's where you can see a new perspective of things. Because like not everyone is okay with changes. Like sometimes the millennials will think like it's better this way. It has worked this way for so long. But then when Gen Z comes into picture, obviously you will give your point of view, your perspective. So I think that's when you really need to talk and you really need to have a discussion between each other. Because of course media industry, there's so many views about so many things.
Everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah, everyone has their own opinion. So not every time that you will meet, you will come into a conclusion. So I think that's okay. It's okay to have that differences lah. Yeah.
Do you think like social media really changed how people have like a lot more different opinions nowadays?
Of course.
Your generation vs the younger Gen Zs.
Yeah. Because you see like some social media is powered by different different
Like
people.
Facebook vs TikTok.
Facebook, yeah. Facebook is like
Do you still use
millennials.
Facebook?
For women.
not really.
Stop
But
using
we still
Facebook.
have
I
it.
actually still use
yeah.
it.
Obviously we use Instagram more, I would say.
Yeah,
Instagram,
Instagram.
TikTok. So when you go to when there's a hot issue,
Yeah.
it will appear in both social medias. But Facebook is where all the
They'll perceive it like
old people say their
Oh my god,
comments.
the comments.
Yeah.
the mothership.
It's like, wow, this young people always like that. Wow, this young people, this young people, this young people.
There's a difference,
Come on,
ah.
man, get a new material, man.
And then
so
there you
long
go.
already.
You enter Instagram and then the comment be like,
Oh, these old people don't understand.
same but young people lingo.
yes, point of view. So
Yeah.
that's why I think it's all social media is quite scary actually because that's when, but it's actually quite good also. Like it's scary but it's good because that's where people read each other's opinion. That's why I think it's actually really important for like I would say Gen Zs to try to learn more from the people that is older than you because if it's just like purely for entertainment and all that, especially for social medias. Like just imagine how it could be passed down to the alpha generations. Like it would be way worse.
Yeah.
Like,
But like
if you
setting
think-
an example.
Yeah,
after
setting
all,
an
right?
example
Correct.
for the generation below you. So it will be bad, I guess, if people just take it not seriously.
And also, like, if you see the content and the videos nowadays, people can just make troll videos over something that is, like, not funny at all.
Yeah.
You know, like, for example, like, wasting food or anything. You know, so we need to, like, set a good example and make, like, content that is educational and not, like, for... Of course, it has to be fun, but not just so fun and all of that.
I think they need to learn like boundaries. Lah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But
a
that's
video
the
on
thing.
Instagram, right, where this guy just keeps on throwing food on the table
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
after day after day, and then they have to clean it up again. I'm like, what is this stupid
It's like it's
content,
really like
bro?
oh I'm doing
Correct.
this for the YouTube content. I don't actually like litter.
No, but
like,
that's the
you know.
thing. Stupid contents like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is where
It's
they
not
get the
helpful.
most views.
Yeah.
Because people supports.
People eat
People
up.
just watch it.
Things like
Yummy food on table,
Yeah.
expiring. So
yeah.
funny.
So please, everyone, educate yourself. Do
And
not
then you
watch
will see.
nonsensical things like that.
But yeah.
Hiqmah, don't watch.
I'm not. I like to watch TikToks that where they stitch the videos and they like do the reverse psychology, like people wasting food and then they do a stitch
Oh,
where they
then
take
they
the
react to it,
food
right? Like-
and then they really cook the food and give out to people at the
Oh,
street.
that's really nice.
That's very educational content.
I watch cats.
Oh,
So true.
you got watch
I watch
the
cat videos.
you want to say the
So
cat
true.
surfing video.
What do you learn from that?
Yeah, these kind of videos are actually it's like really lighthearted and yet it's like everything. It's like really, if I'm having a bad day and just watch, I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
But I think among the three of us, I think Hiqmah scroll TikTok the most.
What made you say that?
Content creator, ma.
said that?
So you have to
Yeah, you need to know like what's
study.
going on.
Yes, you have to
So
study.
who's your favorite TikTok?
Oh no.
I like BV because her content, I don't know her real name, but her TikTok name is called BV. She creates content like stories, like horrors. Yeah, and she used like After Effect. She just do it at her own house.
No local favorite.
Local?
I think we
no,
quite
I
funny
think so
also.
far no.
Oh,
Okay, y'all can be your own favorite.
yes.
Yes,
correct.
Stand
I
yourself.
love me.
favorite.
My favorite TikToker is Muse Productions.
Yeah, please follow us at
Put
Muse
it over
_SG.
Can leave the link down below,
Yeah,
guys.
the link is here.
TikTok, then Instagram.
Featuring great talents like
Yes.
us over here.
Yes.
Yeah, must support them, guys.
Yeah, this is a plug-in. Okay.
But I think it's interesting that you watch like short content videos on TikTok.
Yeah, I like short content videos.
For me, like if I go TikTok, I watch those stock up with me. So those aesthetic,
yes.
It's very,
Stock
very
up.
aesthetically pleasing, honestly.
Yeah, it's like oh nice. Nah, like. Then
And
they put dessert in the fridge, like a salad dessert bar in the fridge.
Yeah, it's like, how is
I'm
that realistic? But I
questioning
still
them.
watch it anyway.
Yeah, correct. I still watch it
Yeah.
anyways.
I watch like movie recaps
Sorry,
also.
I'm having a generation gap here.
sorry,
He's the older Gen Z.
The kids grow so.
Vicky, what you watch on TikTok?
They're growing up.
Just cats?
Cats.
Serious?
Cats.
So if you open your TikTok right now, your FYP just get.
Cats.
Really? If you scroll like 3 times and it's not
Cats.
cats anymore.
Such old
Okay,
people
maybe there's
behavior.
music. There's music.
Or music.
Cats. Music. Maybe a seal in there. Cat.
So is the cat meme though? Wow, 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 wow. Is that
Meow.
Don't get it.
oh, okay.
You don't get it? Oh.
But what is your favorite kind of cat content though? Like there's like memes, there's like just like
Cats.
no, yeah, but like
We just made a
kind of
meme
genre,
there.
I
right?
don't know. It's just all.
Genre
It's just
cats.
cats.
Just
in general
cats,
lah.
ah.
It's like any animal that like cute and that I want to squish.
Don't you think
Probably
that's a grandpa behavior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're feeling a
No,
gap
no, I
here.
haven't set meowing to my ringtone yet.
Oh, this one I'll bring my cat here. Shall I bring her cat here? You never squish?
Yeah.
No,
Don't want. Not like
no, not cute.
not cute enough.
Oh no.
It's just videos because like kind of easy. But if I see a cat, I have to approach it.
Later,
He's scared
later they don't
now.
like you.
Yeah.
I have to approach it and then the cat will run away. I got scratched by a cat once.
Once only.
I got scratched a lot of
Once.
I
times.
think you traumatized with it, then you don't like approach really.
I remember
just see
I was
on the
trying
phone.
to feed it a Hello Panda.
No wonder the cat scratched you.
Because it's a panda food.
Not Hello Cat.
Panda.
That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
My bad.
Isn't there like
cat
chocolate
food.
inside? Oh my god, you're trying to kill, you're trying to
Chocolate
poison
nugget for
But the cat
cat.
just scratched me. Then after like, okay, I give up. I give up.
the allegations.
Then on only cat
Let's
food for
cancel
you.
it.
Speaking of like, but speaking of content creation, right? So this actually brings us to the next question. Very good. No,
final.
like
Thank you,
actually,
teacher.
we
We always tell you link, huh?
No.
We understand.
Very good.
No. Okay. So if you had if you had like infinite like money, right? What kind of content will you all make?
Unlimited resources,
like
budget,
anything.
blah blah blah. What kind of content do you wanna like show the audience?
Grandpa cat video, is it?
Oh, I would like to make games.
Okay.
You wanna create
Games are, I think the like because you need 100% attention to a game
Yeah.
to actually play it lah. To even do the basic thing, you need your full attention on it. So a lot of things you can do with games, spread message or whatever, tell about life, maybe an artistic game. But that's where all kind of like every single department about the art industry kind of comes together also. Yeah, and tries to make it. And also people can interact with the game itself. So I think that's like the best, like, it's top tier. Then I'll probably make the best game ever.
Okay. How about you?
I think if I have unlimited budget and resources, right, I want to make a lot of like short films content. Yeah, like different genre every time. So like, because it's fun, to do the like films, but make it short because
Attention span.
yeah, attention span everyone is so bad these days,
Yeah.
and also it's easier to shoot and edit. Yeah, and then like you can have many different genres, horror, you can do romance, family drama, or maybe even something that is more relatable to people nowadays. Yeah, or Singapore context or something
yeah.
like that.
Short
Yeah.
movie printer.
Because I think now we should do that because now not many people do that. Like short films that
Romance.
comes out every week. Like if you guys watch Darman, correct. So I think Singapore need that kind of contents where you keep producing short film contents to for Singaporeans because to make them understand even more something like that. Like not just typical drama, romance, all that. Yeah, Singapore context drama.
Okay.
What about you?
Lastly.
I will make short film content and also music videos because I love music videos.
Do you have any inspiration, like a music video that you really like?
No, but I like to say different music videos. There's no like specific favorite because every music video has different approach,
Stories and stuff.
different stories, different what do I call that? Like different look. I think to be specific, I like Little Mix in general. Yeah, because like when they produce music, they actually show it in their music video.
Very like good cinematography.
Cinematic and stories and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
For the last question, right? Do you guys have any like advice you want to give to any like media students out there right now that are studying media? You know,
I think for me, because I was once a student, just take up any opportunity that you have. You don't wait for the opportunity to come. You know, just if it's portfolio or anything, if you feel like you want to shoot something, go ahead. If you feel like you don't have the resources, just use a phone. Just build up your portfolio. Because I think nowadays your skills is more important. Your portfolio is more important than your certificate.
Yes.
So just go out there, just pursue. You might never know. Like people look at these small details, be like, "Oh, I actually like the way you shoot this. It's very unique." Yeah.
Aside from that, right, that part of being a student, I think not many people talk about this, but the transition from being student to working adult, full-time working adult, actually is very, very hard at first. Yeah. Trust me. I mean, I just experienced that like two years ago. Oh my God, 2 years
Because
ago.
we straight away apply.
Yeah. So right after we ended school, we haven't even had the graduation ceremony. We already started full-time. So it was very hard at first. A lot of times. So it was like it's more hard in a way where you really have to change your mindset. Like this is not school anymore. So it was very, very hard at first. Yeah. It's really like a battle every day. Like I'm not a student anymore. I'm an adult. And the responsibility that comes after and all that. And having to deal with teachers in school right now and friends is nothing compared to having to deal with clients and your colleagues, your boss. Because it's really different lah. Yeah.
I think those people who are going to go for internship soon, if you have the choice to actually find what you want to go for, do find lah. Find what company you actually that has like the maybe you want to become like a audio engineer, go join a live sound engineer, or maybe go join like a studio or something like that. Go find yourself if you are given the opportunity to actually look for your own internship. Because for me, I didn't. I was just lazy because I was just going through school, going through the motion. It was like whatever, bruh.
You
Just
don't
send
really
me
knew what you
I
were.
don't care. Just put me wherever. I know where I want to go after this. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Like-
But then after that, once I went through internship, which was I went through live sound lah. So I just worked for a rental company. Then I set up, tear down, set up, tear down, set up, mix, tear down, set up. So after the internship end, I just went to freelance as a audio engineer and station and all that kind of stuff. So again, set up, tear down, and then now I mean, at first I didn't like it, and then after I grew to kind of like accept it, but then now I don't like it again.
Now you don't like it?
No, live sound.
Oh, live sound.
Yeah. As in
So,
now
live
I don't
sound
like
hater,
it.
no?
No, as in because like a lot of things change with me and
yeah.
also with the industry and with me lah. So like everything's now different, difficult, and then plus at that point in time I probably didn't even work hard enough at it at the point in time because of burnout. So because of that I just give up on it lah. So now I just use the skills from it, but I don't really work in the environment of like live sound and all that kind of stuff. It's more of it's concentrated.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, but
Okay, so
before
we
wrap up, we prepared this like mini segment. It's called like this or that, so you can choose.
So basically, we just like give y'all two categories. I mean, I'm sure y'all know how it works, lah. But like it's two categories, and then from left to right, y'all
just
can give your
answer.
answers.
Okay.
Okay.
Easier lah.
I'll
So
go for the
Jaja, are you
third
ready?
one.
Are y'all
Are
ready?
you ready?
Ready.
Okay,
Okay.
first question. Instagram Reels or TikTok?
TikTok.
TikTok.
Real.
Oh, generation gap.
Okay, second. Cable TV or streaming services?
You have to take on
Cable TV.
Streaming service.
streaming service.
Generation gap.
Next one. Calling or texting?
Calling.
Calling.
Texting.
Oh, generation gap.
Lastly, cooking or food delivery?
Grab food.
Careful.
Grab food.
Okay, so
Okay, thank you guys, thank you everyone, thank you the guests, thank you whoever's watching this for tuning in to MuseTalks. And what should the audience do?
like.
Subscribe.
Comment.
And share.
Bye
Thanks everyone. See you next.
Next time.
Yeah, see you next time. See you when we see you.
Yes, see you when I see you.
Bye.
Goodbye.